Hey family, so I just want to tell you guys I love you. I hope you guys are staying encouraged. Listen, today is going to be Testimony Tuesday, and I want everybody to join in with me. God gave me revelation to start testifying and putting it out on Tuesdays. So if you have a testimony, as I'm putting these videos out, I would love for you guys to share, tag, comment, and also put your testimony down, and maybe we can even do like some live together where we're talking about our testimonies together. I would really love that. Okay, so let's get into it. So Testimony Tuesday. So I currently now reside in North Carolina. However, I've been living in Cleveland literally my whole life. And didn't plan on like moving from Cleveland or anything like that. But the closer I got to God, the more and more revelation God continued to give me about my life and what was needed for me. I asked God to shift me into something different because, of course, yes, I'm originally from Cleveland, Ohio. However, I felt like I needed a change. I felt like I needed something different. I felt like I needed to be separated. And I feel like God had been trying to separate me, but it was just me that was not moving. And that's been the biggest issue for me when it comes down to me not doing what God say do when He's saying do it. So it really didn't hit me until, when was that? 2023. I moved January 28th of 2023. I moved out here to North Carolina. But in the meantime, when I was back home, I was praying and I was asking God, like, once you do this new thing in me, what am I to do? So He gave me revelation to move to North Carolina. And I was I started laughing because I thought it was so funny. Because I'm just like, North Carolina, I don't even know nobody down there. And not only do I not know anybody down there, but what am I trying to say? Not only did I not know anybody down there, but I just felt like, why North Carolina? It was just so weird. So I was talking to people about it, and I feel like the more and more I started talking to people about it, the more and more discouraged I got about coming. So in my discouragedness, God is such an amazing God that at the work that I worked at, when people were calling in, because I was like, nah, this ain't what God wants for me. When people were calling in, they were calling in from they were calling in from Charlotte, North Carolina, Gastonia, North Carolina, Cary, North Carolina, which I've never heard of none of these places ever, because obviously I don't live down here. And so God was sending a reminder that no matter what the people say, this is what I told you to do. And He confirmed it that whole week, because everybody I talked to on my job literally called there from them places. And we normally get a variety of people that call from all different places. But this week straight, for a week straight, I got North Carolina, North Carolina, North Carolina. It was nonstop. So I said, okay, God, I hear you. I see you. So then I stopped talking to people about the plans that I had to go to North Carolina, because the discouragement was real. And I didn't want to not go and do what God said that, what I was going to do or what He was going to do for me. So I was just being oblivious, I guess that's how you say it, to the fact that this is what God had for me, right? And so in that process, it was really hard for me, because I was in a situation with my apartment where it's like, okay, I'm still in the lease. My lease don't end until March, but God is saying that I need to go now. So I needed to go in January. So I was just telling myself, like, God, what I'm going to do, how this going to work out. See, when God tell you to do something and then it's in the plan and the will of God, He's going to move everything around that, because it was supposed to be that way. It was destined to be that way. So So all of that happened. Okay, cool. So now I'm to the point where I'm about to be I'm packing everything. I'm giving things away. I'm still telling myself, God, how I'm gonna get out of this, but I'm still just packing everything because at the end of the day, this is just what it is, right? I'm all in now. I'm all in, whatever. So um a situation happened at the apartment after God told me that he was going to get me out of my lease, and he was going to get me out of my lease before the end of December. Now, it's December 10th, December 15th. He told me he was going to get me out of it before the end of December. I said, okay, God, I'm trusting in this. I'm believing in this, that this is what you're going to do for me. So a situation happened where the pipes busted in my apartment or whatever, and it was water. It was through the whole complex, but it was water coming through the light fixtures. It was water coming through the walls. It was water coming through, like through everywhere in the house. It
And what if I had the light on or something like that, and this water is just coming out of this light? Come on now, this is a hazard. Horrible.
was even coming up in the ground. I mean, like under the flooring and stuff. And we use all of those clothes to try to get the water up, and it was just too much water. So I had to throw those clothes away. Long story short, God said, "Move. This is the time. This is your time that I'm going to let you out this apartment. I'm gonna let you know that going to North Carolina is very real, and this is in the plan that I have for you." So when I didn't even know the property manager, like the owner of the whole building. This man was in my house, and I didn't even know. I just thought it was just like the maintenance people or whatever the case may be. And I was just like, man, what am I like, what am I gonna do? Like, so God was like, move. So I said, let me go to the property manager's office and have a talk with them and see if I can get out of my lease. God said it was going to happen. God said it was going to happen. So I went to the leasing office, and the same guy that was in my house was the same guy in there. He was like, hey, yeah, I'm the owner. I'm so sorry that's happening to your building. I mean, to your apartment. And it's going on with other people. We have to put them in hotels and stuff like that. And so to me, I'm like, ding dong, this is it. The time is now. So I asked him, I said, hey, I said, listen, God got me on another journey, another path in my life. I'm supposed to be moving to North Carolina January 27th, leaving out of here. I want to know, is there any way that I can, like, maybe possibly break my lease, or can I get out of my lease so that I'm not responsible for the next 3 months? Because honestly, I'm just trying to go. So he told me, he was like, you know what? It's absolutely fine. I understand it's a lot going on in the apartment. He said, I do not mind for you to go ahead and move out of the apartment. He said, I will write everything up, that it will be a contractual agreement that, I didn't get put out the house or anything like that, but it was okay to break the lease right then and there. It wasn't necessarily breaking the lease, but I was able to get out of contract so somebody else was able to move in without me being liable to pay for the next 3 months. I said, I'm just sitting up there like, thank you, God. God told me, he said, I'm going to get you out of that place before the end of December. And actually, December 25th is the day that I left that place. No, was it the 25th? No, it was the 24th. It was the 24th. I left the 24th of December. out of that apartment. I had everything already packed up because at this time, remember, I was already giving stuff away. I was already doing everything that I needed to do because God kept telling me, you know, get this out, get this out, get this out. And when all of that stuff was happening, I was ready. I actually moved out that same day, which was the 24th, when everything had started happening. He told me I could be least free from my he told me I could be free from my from everything that I had and stuff like that. And so I was so grateful to know that God had blessed me, but not that he tell me he was going to do it, but it actually manifested and it happened. See, when God speak over something in your life for you, I promise you, his words is not a lie. It don't come back void. His promise is his promise, and it will manifest over your life if you continue to trust and believe in him. And even if you don't believe that he's going to do it and he spoke it to you, understand that once he's speaking to you, it's going to happen. Period. So, family, that is my testimony. I said happy testimony. Testimony Tuesday. So every Tuesday I am going to be putting out these testimonies, and I just want to thank y'all for, if y'all can like, comment, share the videos, and share your testimony too, because somebody needs to hear it. I challenge you to testify to somebody today about something that God has done for you, because people need to know what God has truly done for us so that they also may believe. So they also want to reach out and say, who is this God that everybody so much testify and talk about, and what he has done in our lives? Don't sit on your testimony, because your testimony can be a blessing for somebody else. I love you, family. Happy Tuesday. Tuesday testimony. Bless you.